Okay, it's on now.
Sorry, I have really bad connection, but I'm here.
Okay. I think like in the first one, like they both had at least one of the girls, I forgot what her name was, but she had such pure like intent to not listen to the goblins. And she was like telling her friend like no, like let's not. And I think that could be angelic in itself, to actually be self-aware enough and aware of your surroundings to not fall into that temptation.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I have to say right now.
Okay.
About that one.
Like in the Goblin Market one, like with that, like she does like kind of use her beauty. She said something about it that I like. Uses her beauty unwisely.
Yeah.
And like becoming addicted to the fruit that they sell.
Yeah, her gluttony.
Like the fallen side, but also you like talk about like the angelic side.
Yeah. And they you know, they talk about the 7 deadly sins, right? And one of them is gluttony and they fell into that. I mean, it seemed pretty easily. I mean, they tried to not, but then they did. So they were curious, and then the gluttony got a hold of them.
The next question says, are these images good for women? Madison, what do you think? She there?
Maddie, can you hear us?
You guys are so glitchy, and
Oh, okay.
I'll answer as soon as I can understand the question.
What did you think of the second one, Roxanne?
Where
with the first question.
Well, I mean, they're both presented in the poem, just because like both the painter and the poet, and like in his painting, or like the poet's lover like dies or whatever, and then watches out for him over heaven. So that's like something that would be heavenly, but then like lead him to God.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I think you nailed it on the first one.
Okay. Sorry, it's just because I didn't really like understand or fully grasp the second one.
Yeah, the second one was a lot harder. I read it twice, and I couldn't find anything on YouTube about it. But this isn't Due Till Friday, so I'm gonna do like a lot more research.
Okay.
Trying to figure out how to understand that.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Okay. What was the second question again?
Are these images good for women?
I think the fact that there can be redemption after you sin or fall away is good. But what does that question mean? Like, is this a good depiction of a woman, or?
I'm not sure what she means by that. The next question does say, do they restrict women or empower them? And how? So I guess she's trying to say, is it good for women? Like, does it show that they have some kind of power, I guess is she trying to say?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead. Oh, okay. I think it just the power of being able to be redeemed after you're fallen. I mean, and that women have the capacity to do so, not just men. And also that women have the capacity to make mistakes, I mean, and learn lessons on their own, rather than having just men, learn lessons. Women are learning lessons as well when they start to use their own brain and make their own decisions.
Yeah. On like the first, like here or whatever with the pictures, and then it's like the first picture that you can look at, and it says like age of Rossetti, Burne-Jones, and Watts or something like that. I like absolutely like this was probably my favorite picture, and it's I don't know if you guys remember looking at this one, but it was the one where like the woman is holding the man, and it like kind of looks like they're sleeping, but it like the woman is the one that's holding the guy, not the girl is being held by the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought that that was like very beautifully set, and that like the girl was like makes me think of like a girl like really keeping the guy up.
Yeah.
Like what is that saying? I used to love it. It was just like the man is the head of the house and the woman is the neck.
Yeah.
And, like, or whatever. It's like the man wears the pants, but the girl chooses the pants for him to wear, or like just like stuff like that. I think it's funny, but like in this specific image, I just think it gives some power to the women, really like not controlling, but just like taking care of and being the one to hold the man up when there is like trial or anything. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. That's really cool.
Hey guys.
Hi, Kenna.
Hey, Hannah.
Oh,
We're on the second question, which was like, do these
Are
poems,
these images good for women?
are these images good for women?
okay.
Which, I don't know.
But the next question says, do they restrict women or empower them, and how? That first picture that I was talking about, definitely think it empowers.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
She's
half the
talking
images
about,
I tried to click on don't even work, so.
no, I like that. I think that it empowers women so that they, through these poems, at least the first one, that they learn that they can make their own decisions.
Yeah.
And everything will be okay in the end.
Mhm.
You know, like, obviously, like, I forgot which one it was, Lizzie or Laura or whatever, but she went through a crap ton of stuff, and then at the end, she was able to get herself out of it, you know, without a man to pull her out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. So I think it empowers. I think that maybe it depicts that women are very smart and fall into temptations of the goblins, right? Just to get some fruit.
Yeah.
But I think it's also empowering in the end.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We go on to the next question.
Yeah.
It says, is there any evidence that the brother sees women differently than the sister? And in the first one, like, the woman is, like, seen as, like, lost, and then the sister comes in to rescue her.
Yeah.
So I definitely think that the brother sees women differently than the sister. But if the sister wouldn't have rescued her, I'm not sure how that would be different. What do you think?
Wait, I don't get what you're saying. Say it again.
So the sister, well, you know how like in the Goblin one, the woman was like lost, and then the sister like came and saved her.
Uh-huh.
Like so I think that like there definitely is a difference between the sister and the brother. But what did you think about it?
Does anybody have anything?
I agree with Roxanne. I can finally hear you guys. Sorry, I had to wait till I was on live. It was so bad.
We're just on the 4th question. And it just, is there any evidence that the brother sees women differently than the sister? And I said yes, definitely, just because the young woman was like saved by her sister and not her brother.
Okay.
Honestly, I'm so confused. I did not.
That's
But
awesome.
I don't understand it to give any other input.
Okay. Next question.
Who's writing this one?
I am.
Roxanne, thank goodness, because she has the most comments
Yeah,
and
Roxanne.
insight about it.
If I have to write it, I like intently read because these like it's not that like the readings are super hard, but like some of the poems are so freaking hard to understand that I actually like don't even know the meaning of life after I read them because I don't know anything. So I have to like do the research for it. Okay, next question. How did the illustrations in each case add to or change our ideas of beauty and of women as we see them in the poems? I think they go together pretty well. I don't think they necessarily change our ideas of beauty, but I definitely think in the pictures, like the women have not necessarily the power, but just like more of the, I don't know how to say this,
I don't
more
know.
say.
I am trying to say, and I can't think of. It's like you are just able to see, like the grasp they have over men, kind of. In my opinion.
Yeah. Like Roxanne was saying with that picture of the woman holding, or the man holding onto the woman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What picture is that? I am so confused.
It's in the first, after like the Goblin Market thing,
Oh.
and there's the here. It's the first here, where, and then it's the first picture that you have to click on. Because if you just click on the page, it says no images found. Maybe it's just my computer, but it says no images found, and it's like click on each one.
Okay.
Just like movies and like books, like book, pay attention and you understand them and you dig into them, and then yeah, you're gonna get that same like emotion and stuff. But the pictures, you're just able to see it on their faces and kind of feel more of what they're talking about, you know.
Yeah.
And that's an awesome thought.
Sorry guys, I like did not put enough time into this one.
That's okay.
I like tried to cram it like before work, and now I'm just confused.
You're good. We'll come back greater than ever.
What?
What?
Then we'll come back from break better than ever.
Yeah.
Okay, so next question
Okay.
Is there
says, oh, maybe it's not a question. Remember that Dante Gabriel Rossetti illustrated both his poem and his sister's poem. So his illustrations might share more ideals with his poems than his illustrations for his sister's poems would with hers. Let me read that again.
What the freak?
Remember that Dante illustrated both his poem and his sister's poem.
Okay.
So his
Illustrated.
illustrations were more of the ideals with his poems, and then the illustrations with his sister's poem were less of hers. They were his because he did the illustrations. That makes sense. Okay.
Mhm.
I think that was just a statement. I don't think that was a question.
Yeah.
But like looking at the poems, that doesn't surprise me. Like, I don't know, like that's not the way I would
Illustrate.
illustrate. As a woman, I wouldn't illustrate that. And I don't know why, but looking at it, like it just doesn't surprise me.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. But remember that.
Does anybody else have anything to say about these things? Because there was only like 3 questions.
One thing that I liked that I kind of thought was interesting was in the first poem, they explained the fruit like for a really long time, and like we're explaining how perfect they were, how juicy, how unblemished this fruit was. And I think that is like an association with those women in the beginning. And then as soon as they started to partake of the fruit, obviously, like, they're going to eat it and there's not going to be any, beauty left to these fruits, any juice, or they're going to be blemished and stuff like that. And so I thought that, I mean, obviously that's going to happen, but I think with the association with chastity and virtue with these women, I just thought that was interesting. And then, yeah, that's all I have to say.
Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. You are so welcome.
I have nothing to say.
Okay. Thank you, Kenna.
You're welcome.
Kenna, that's your New Year's resolution right there.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, Roxanne, you're awesome. You're gonna kill it.
All right.
Yeah, following our 17 out of 20 footsteps.
There you go. Okay, guys.
Okay. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Merry
guys.
Christmas. Have a happy New Year.
Happy
See you
New
guys
Year.
later. Ellen, can you send it in the group link thing?
Will do.
Light the world.
Thanks so much.
Okay. Bye, guys.
guys.
Light the world. Bye.
Bye.